everybody, my name is Lunara. Welcome to the Royal Variety. And I just got done feeling like a sack of crap. Yes, I got sick last week. It is the time of year when many people get sick. Fall is pretty much here. Winter is coming. So I thought since I'm feeling better, I would teach you guys how to feel better when you're sick. I'm not very good at avoiding getting sick, but this is the next best thing if you're already sick. So first of all, there are the obvious tips. Stay warm, take vitamin C, drink lots of water, and get rest. But I have a few things that are a little more specific that might help. First of all, avoid sugar and dairy. Sugar will ramp up the bacteria that make you sick and help them multiply faster. And dairy you want to avoid specifically if you have an illness connected with mucus. If you have the stomach flu, it isn't going to matter very much. But if you have an illness connected with respiratory problems, any kind of milk will clog you up more. Believe me, no matter how sore your throat is, if your nose is stuffy, you're going to wish you would skip that ice cream. Another tip that most people do not think of is you need to moderate your vitamin C intake. Most people think, well, I'm sick, I'm just going to pound the vitamin C and take as much as possible. I'm miming a pill bottle here. But if you do that, too much vitamin C can make you sick too. Now, it won't have any horrible effects, but overdosing on the vitamin C tends to cause nausea and diarrhea. So the last thing you want to do when you're sick is try to get better in a way that makes you even sicker. Another good tip that I like to use, menthol cough drops. Now, they're very soothing if your throat is sore, everyone knows that. But also, if you don't have a good nasal spray, then they can help unblock your nose as well from the vapors. They've gotten me through many a night when it's difficult to fall asleep. Another tip is, this one's a weird one, but stay with me. Chapstick on your nose. A lot of times when you get sick, you're blowing your nose a lot, and you end up with this dry, disgusting, crusty skin on this area of your nose. But when I was a little girl, my mom used to put Vaseline on it. Now, I absolutely hated it. It was so thick and greasy. I almost preferred the pain to having Vaseline on my nose, especially because you had to put it back on every single time you blew your nose. But when I was older, I actually switched to chapstick. A lot of people don't know that this here is mostly made of Vaseline. But when you put chapstick on your nose instead of Vaseline, it comes off in a very thin layer. You pretty much can't see it unless you're looking for it. So if you have to go out in public, then it helps a lot. And it makes your nose feel so much better. I have been through several colds since I started doing this that I have not felt any pain or crustiness on my nose. And we're going to go to a less disgusting tip now. Yeah, make sure if you do decide to take that tip, keep the one that you're going to use for your nose separate from all of the other chapsticks you might own. And my last and most important tip is to sleep properly. What do I mean when I say sleep properly? First of all, if you have long hair like me, do not ever go to bed sick with wet hair. You will wake up sicker. That's happened to me every single time. Just don't do it. Make sure your hair is bone dry before you go to sleep. I don't care how tired you are. You will be glad you did it. And then the other tip when I say sleep properly is sleep as warm as you can. I call it baking myself, but most people would go to a pot reference. So when you sleep, put on as many blankets as you possibly can. Just cover yourself until you until sleeping becomes almost impossible. Put as many blankets as you can on while still being able to fall asleep. You will sweat, but it will help you get better. It has helped me get over colds so much quicker since I started sleeping as warm as possible. And those are my special tips for getting better faster. Hope you guys don't get sick this year, and if you do, please take my advice. Thanks for your attention, and goodbye!